Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Friday. So here we are, right? A whole week we've gone through this. I'm so excited. I'm grateful that you guys are here. And today I'm going to share with you some helpful ways that I found for healing a wounded heart. I wanted to share the cards that came out today. These are additional multifaceted messages. If you did not catch today's earlier multifaceted message, it was about the angels. And the angels are present, and really all we need to do is ask for their support, their guidance, their love, and their help. Our prayers are heard and answered, maybe not always in the way that we think they should be, but in the way that the highest energies think they should be. A lot of times it's about surrendering, it's about letting go. But what I found today was it's number 6, right? Today is the 6th, and it has to do with relationships. It's really important to be able to heal those relationships if you are struggling as a highly sensitive soul with anything that has to do with any type of relationship. And think about this, the best and biggest relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. So think about the words you use, the way you talk to yourself, the way we allow other people to talk to us, just simply by maybe not setting healthy boundaries, right? As a highly sensitive soul myself, I've had to learn this over the years, and it's taken me a long time, but I've finally gotten to a place where I feel pretty confident about these things that I can bring through and share with you from different experiences I've had. If you are looking for more support or more guidance, I have the Multifaceted Soul Society, which is my private online group, which is great for developing your intuitive abilities and learning how to reconnect with your loved ones in spirit. It's also a great place to learn how to just develop your intuition, whether you want to use that and do mediumship or just use that in your own, the way that works for you, maybe in your business, in your job, in your work, whatever it is you do, or maybe just in your life. Who doesn't want guidance when they want to know how to tap into it and be able to receive that guidance and connect with that higher self, that higher version of ourself that comes in and gives us that guidance, or there's messages where we're like, oh yeah, we should go that way, right? Or we just listen to that voice of our soul. So whatever you call that, God, the universe, spirit, whatever that is for you, just know that there is a safe online space where you can develop that, and I'd be happy to help you, guide you with the things that I've found that were really helpful for me, and help you get to that place. So if that's something that works for you, just let us know in the comments below and let me know. So today we're going to get right into this. We have a few cards that I actually pulled right before we came on here. Hello guys, nice to see you. I'm going to share a couple little tips that I found, different tools that I use every day, all the time. I'm always using this in my work because when people come in and they're dealing with grieving, with mediumship, you know, if someone's receiving a reading, a lot of times I'll suggest different products and tools that will help uplift their spirit, heal relationships, things like that. And the thing is, it doesn't heal the relationship, it helps you become a better version of yourself so that you can then heal your relationship. Sometimes it's just a tool that gets us over that edge or over that hump, right? And so to me, that's what I like to use as all natural things that help me in whatever way that it works, especially if it's quick and easy. So I'm going to share these cards and then we're going to get right into it. So there were 3 that came out, and then I pulled this other one, which was surrender. So we'll get into all of them. I'll go through them and share them with you, and if there's anything you have questions about, let me know in the comments below. And also, I'd love to hear your #1 takeaway of all these tools that I share, or of these ideas. And also, if there's like a favorite for you, that's great, but if you have one in particular that I didn't share that you find really helpful, put it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. First one, I'm going to pull them out in the order they came, right? So we have hostilities, we have a broken heart, and we have the angel of love. So I will get into all these. So the first one, this one was an interesting one when it came out, because I thought, hostilities. Well, think about that. It could be something in your personal life. It could be someone who is maybe not being nice to you, or it could be yourself. And maybe the way, again, that we talk to ourselves as a highly sensitive person, you tend to beat yourself up. Most people do in general anyway, but we tend to, you know, beat ourselves up even a little bit more. And I know I've done that for years, and I'm learning to be more gentle with myself, be a softer version of myself, becoming a better version of myself every day, right? I think we all are. So this hostilities card, it's an 8, which would be abundance, but really it's learning how to deal with that hostile energy that may be coming towards you. Are you setting those boundaries, which then would give you that abundance of confidence, standing in your own power? Are you talking to yourself maybe in a way that does not align with where you're at in your life or where you're stepping into? And again, when you're talking down to yourself, or talking negatively about yourself or to yourself, maybe you're looking at yourself in the mirror, ladies, and this could be for gentlemen too, but if you're looking at yourself in the mirror and maybe you're judging where you're at, or maybe you're judging someone else or someone's judging you, really it's just a matter of being kind and finding that place where you can, I'm being drawn to his sword. So to me, it's to cut away those old unhealthy boundaries, whether they are, you know, with people, like energetic cords. It could also be with yourself, the way you speak to yourself. Maybe just cut away all that old junk that you've been carrying around on your body, especially if you're carrying extra weight. That could be something where you've internally eaten it, for another word, right? Like, think about that. A lot of times people don't want to deal with their feelings, so they stuff them down. They tend to emotional eat, right? Emotional eating. Hostilities can come in many different ways. If someone is being mean to you, you know what? Just be kind to them. Obviously, hurt people hurt people. I've said that for years. And I truly believe when someone is not being kind to you, it's because they're going through their own emotional shit that they have no idea how to handle. And you know what? Sometimes we just need compassion. And so just be compassionate to those people if you can. Now, if you can't be compassionate to them, then that's okay too. Be compassionate to yourself, and maybe it's time to just take yourself away from that situation, cut those cords, and walk away. Because what will happen is you'll end up with a broken heart, and that's no fun, right? No fun having a broken heart. But if you think about it, there's a thing, I can't remember where I saw it, but it was, I think it's a Chinese thing. Different pieces of pottery get broken, they crack open and they fill them with gold. And it's not to fix it and cover it up, it's actually to show, I believe, where the light comes in. Because when we have a broken heart, that's when we break the heart open, no matter whether it's hurt or for whatever reason, that's when your heart opens and the love and the light can then come in and be filtered through. And that's the only way it can get in. And the gold that they fill it with is, to me, just to illuminate that space, right? So to allow that light in. This is all about endings, right? And then there's always a new beginning. Maybe it's an ending of having a broken heart. Maybe you're learning the tools today. Maybe you're learning a few tools that will help support you in whatever way it is for you to move into something that will help you further yourself along, to let go of that broken heart, heal that heart, and empower your soul. So these are going to be some things I'm going to share that will help to empower your soul. And I would love to hear which one is your favorite, or like I said, if you have another favorite that we didn't share, that would be awesome. This card that we have is the Angel of Love. And I was saying earlier that the angels were very present this morning. When the rain comes, and it was raining here all day today, no snow, just rain. But as the rain comes, that energy, it's easier to connect. So if you've ever noticed in your intuition, you're tuning in and you're trying to connect in with loved ones and angels and beings, I find it much easier when there's a little bit more presence in the air, a little more pressure, right, from the barometric pressure of the different energies. So the angels are definitely present. You can tune in with them whenever you need to. So this card is all about creativity, the Angel of Love, and being creative. How do you find different ways to step into your own creativity? Maybe you'd be in a relationship, however that is, or in healing a relationship. So think about that. The best way to be creative is to love yourself first and to get into that place, because you can't give from an empty cup. Right? A lot of people, they're in relationship, they're breaking up with someone or whatever. I notice this when I see this in my own circles of people that I connect with as they're looking. So many people, like, they break up and then they're searching for someone else outside themselves. But really, if you take care of yourself first, that love is going to come and find you, because you're working on becoming the best version of yourself. So, you know, the Angel of Love is trying to help support you. So if you're seeing this, there are no accidents. These are definitely, you know, I call it a sign, right? You're being guided to see this for whatever reason. That love and that romance and all that you're looking for is probably on its way to you. You just have to keep developing you, the best version of you. So I'm going to share a couple different things that will help with that. Be creative. Do something that lights your fire and try something new. We never learn anything new about ourselves unless we are brave enough to decide to do something new for ourselves. You want to step into it and be a little bit more brave, because if you don't try something new, how are you ever going to know what works? These are different things that will help you evolve into a better version of yourself. They're not going to happen overnight, but the more you decide to try these different practices, you might find that this really is supporting you. So one of the top things that are recommended that I find helps too, journal. Who here journals, right? I love to journal. It's great to write your feelings, express it. A lot of times if you have a relationship that maybe is not healed, it could be any type of relationship, love relationship, family relationship, a friend relationship, business relationship, could be whatever it is. But journal about it, and you could even sit and get into a calm place, tune in with your soul, and actually connect and ask them, you know, write them a letter, right? Whoever this person is weighing heavy on your heart, write a letter to them, say everything you want to say, and then fold the letter up, take it outside, and don't burn it in your fireplace, but burn it outside in a safe place, you know, let it go. And by doing that, you're releasing that to the universe. You can give it over to the angels as you do that and just ask for it to be for the highest and best good. You don't have any control of the outcome. And by doing that, you're releasing it from your own heart so that it helps the heart to heal. So that's one really big way, journaling your heart out. The other thing is get outside yourself. Laugh more. So out of your head, I like to share it into your heart. Again, when we're in the Multifaceted Soul Society, I'm always saying you got to get out of your head and into your heart to be able to tune into your intuition. So that's a huge thing. So when you want to connect in with your heart center, you have to be able to get outside yourself, do something different, take a hike, take a walk, right? That's the next thing, getting physical, right? I'm hearing Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical, right? So you want to get out, you want to get physical, you want to laugh, dance, sing, dance like nobody's watching, right? Just get yourself out there and move your body. We're saying on Mondays, move your butt Monday, right? So I dance around my whole kitchen all the time, not just on Mondays, but I'm always dancing around my kitchen. It really lifts your vibration, and so that helps to heal the heart. So another thing you can do is have a holy shift in your perspectives. The way to do this is ask yourself some things that you can be grateful for. You don't have to start with a million things that you're grateful for, but just think of 3 things that you're grateful for. And instead of just writing those 3 things, dive a little deeper. So those 3 things, what can they do for me? Or what can I learn from these 3 things? Or, let's go into detail about these 3 things of how grateful I am and why am I so grateful for them? Because the more you can dive deeper into it, the more it's going to bring up those feelings that are going to help your heart to heal. Another thing is you can get in tune, right? So we talked about Intune the other day. It's one of the oils that I use when I go to connect in with my development, my spiritual development, as I'm doing my practice, especially in our circle on Tuesday nights. So I always use my Intune, and you could use that product, or you can just physically or mentally or emotionally get in tune with your spiritual soul self. It will help to lift you up, lift up the energy, and again, dance, sing, connect in with your spirit team, right? So I'm always connecting in with my spirit team to get that guidance, to be able to hear that information that I need, to know what the next right step is. So you can tune into that in your own way. And again, if you need help with that, let me know. Basically, the world needs the best version of you that you came here to be. So just remember to let go of what no longer serves and just allow yourself to surrender, right? So I'm going to share a couple little tips of the products that I use that are really supportive and helpful. Again, forgive. We've talked about that before, so I won't go into it in detail, but forgive is a good one you can put over your heart, over your tummy. It's just a great oil when you are trying to forgive yourself, someone else, a situation, whatever we can't control, just forgiving and letting go with compassion and a gentle heart, and knowing that, you're doing the best you can with what you have, and so is everyone else. And there should be no judgment, because everyone is fighting a battle which we know nothing about. So be kind, really be kind, because people, they're going through all kinds of things and people don't talk about them. So the other thing is the rose oil. We spoke about that previously too. There's one new one I'm going to share today. So to keep it simple and so no one gets overwhelmed, the rose oil is, again, one of the most powerful oils for vibration, for lifting the vibration, for healing the heart. It's a great one that I've used over my heart many times after difficult relationships, difficult experiences, even for myself, like when I noticed growing up all the negative self-talk that we do for ourselves, like when we're younger and we think we don't look good in our clothes, and you're like, seriously, if I could look as skinny as I looked back then, I'd be happy, right? No, I'm happy now. And it's really loving the skin that we're in, loving where we're at, and talking to ourselves in a way that we want others to talk to us. Because by doing that, we're setting that bar, that precedent of how we want to be taken care of or spoke to, connected with. So the oil that I want to share today is called Whisper. This is an amazing, amazing oil. If you guys have ever used it, let me know. This is one of my absolute all-time favorites. I use it as a deodorant sometimes. It's an amazing product. Who here loves Earl Grey tea, right? Earl Grey. So Earl Grey and bergamot, you like bergamot too? They're both in Earl Grey, and so they're both in this Whisper product, which is amazing. It's the oil of femininity, although it is not just for women, it is for men too, because men and women have to find a way to balance that energy, because think about it, anger is a very masculine energy. And if you have too much anger going on, or you have too much negativity like that, you need to soften that, right? So when we heal, we need to soften that energy, and that oil of whisper is more of a feminine energy that can come in and soften that. So if you like Earl Grey or bergamot, then you're gonna love whisper because it has different tones of vanilla. So if you like vanilla, you're gonna love that. Patchouli. So if you're not a patchouli lover, you may not love this one, but it's such a subtle scent. I don't find it overwhelming as strong as patchouli is. It has bergamot. It has scents of cinnamon, cocoa. I love chocolate, so it has cocoa, vanilla. And it also has jasmine and a bunch of other oils, but it pairs really well with rose or forgive. You could kind of mix the two. I actually have all three on today. I was just kind of like, if I'm going to talk about them, I should wear them and embrace them, right? So, and I do love them. I use the whisper pretty much every day. Some other things that this helps with, and I wanted to share this for you ladies. I think you'll enjoy this. Now, again, men as well, you might find that you need a softer side. So it's a great oil. You probably wouldn't want to wear it, but you could put it in your hands, diffuse it, and smell it. Great way to use it. You might find pairing it with a more masculine oil would give you a different scent, but give you the same benefit. Whisper is, I'm going to share with you ladies, it's for, so the top uses for the women, hot flashes. So ladies, if you are dealing with hot flashes, which I know so many of you are, it's really good for hot flashes, right? Who knew, right? No, actually I knew this because I used to teach. I was an educator for this company, and I was always sharing about the hormonal class, and it's good for hormonal health, right? So this is really a big product that is very helpful that a lot of people just don't know about. It takes you from being very out of balance and brings you into balance very easily, and it's so beautiful. The scent is just amazing. It helps with anger issues. So if you are upset or angry that someone has wronged you in a relationship, if you had a toxic breakup with someone, or you know, maybe it just didn't work out for whatever reason and there was still some animosity or anger there, it's just a great way to balance your own heart, work on yourself, because we can't change people, but if we can work on ourselves and become better versions of us, and by doing so, we show up differently in the world. And that is a beautiful thing, right? And you never know, people might come around at a later date when they're ready to forgive, and everyone has a different philosophy on forgiving. Personally, I never hold a grudge. I let go, and like, I might hate your guts for 5 minutes, but I'm over it, and then, okay, let's be friends again. You know, go back to being like a little kid. That's the way to be, because really, who wants to hold on to all that crap? It's so silly. Whisper also is a very seductive signature scent. So ladies, if you're looking for a new signature scent, you will love Whisper. It's very balancing, like I was sharing. It helps you feel very euphoric, light, and just really light energetically. It's great for self-confidence because it has bergamot, which is great to apply over your belly for giving you that boost of self-confidence if you've been feeling not as confident as you could be, especially if you're going through hormonal changes, which so many people I know are. It helps you to become more creative. So if you're looking for creative outlets or different creative things that can help you step into, you know, best version of yourself, maybe you're trying to paint or do something new, it'll help you to do that as well. It's really good for personal expression. Just know that these products are here to help support you, and you know, the things that we shared, journaling, getting outside yourself, getting physical, having a holy shift in perspective, and getting in tune with your spirit, yourself, you know, your entire being, so important in different ways to heal a wounded heart. So if you are a highly sensitive soul and you found this helpful, let us know in the comments below. And if you'd like to chat or anything like that, let me know and I'll talk to you soon. This real quick before I forget. So I just sent out an email earlier and I didn't realize that we are going on Zoom right afterwards. That's changed. We may be adjusting this as we go too. So for right now, it's just going to be on Facebook each day, different times because I'm working. So it's kind of working it in between my schedule, and hopefully you guys can join me live. As far as the products, if you are interested, the links will be in the comments below. There's a free frankincense for anyone who's interested in my #1 highly recommended collection that I always recommend. Any of these products can be balanced in with that. Like, we could adjust, we could change it out. So let me know if you have questions. May or may not be for you, but I might be able to suggest something else that is. So anyway, thanks for being here. Great to see you guys, and happy Friday. Bye. Take care.